A good tip that I gave Tony. Tony was on the 45-degree back raise. This is a 45-degree back raise. And you'll be amazed at how many people do the 45-degree back raise, not as good as they can. When you get on any piece of equipment, including something like this, you want to engage your body completely. Get the greatest bang for your buck with the exercise. So what does that mean? Just try to engage as many muscle groups as possible. For example, when you sit up on here, we always think, all right, this is for the lower back, right? You get yourself on here, and you round your back, you straighten your back. But there's something that's often overlooked, hamstrings, right? A lot of us that we sit up on here, we don't get our hamstrings fully engaged. This is how we get our hamstrings fully engaged. I'm gonna show you one way, and then I'm gonna show you the optimal way, and the way I want you guys to get your hamstrings involved with this, which is going to go a long way helping your squats, your deadlifts, your sprinting, even your fight game, right? So when you get up on here, I see people, they'll round their back and their knees are completely straight. They're resting on their joint, right? They round their back and they come up. That's great for your spinal erectors, your lower back. It's great for your glutes. But to get the hamstrings involved, you got to have a slight knee bend. You got to keep a slight knee bend, because now instead of resting on your hamstrings and they're fully lengthened, you get more of a contraction the whole entire time you're performing the exercise with this exercise, right? So now the right way would be knees slightly bent. I don't know if you can see, knees slightly bent, and you round your back and you come up, right? But you still have a slight knee bend here. Your legs, your thighs are anchored on the pad. Your Achilles or the backs of your calves are anchored on the back pad, and you're driving your feet in the foot plate. So again, body weight like this as opposed to this, that's no, right? Knees, hamstrings engaged, you round your back, you come up and squeeze. You squeeze your ass, your lower back, and your hamstrings are fully engaged in the exercise. And if you want to load this up, you could use free weight, same thing. Kettlebell here, come up, engage your hamstrings, lower back, glutes, right? Hamstrings, lower back, glutes. If you want to use a band, you throw the band around. Again, same thing, round your back, knees slightly bent, come up, squeeze your ass on top, lower back, right? Glutes, hamstrings. Does anybody want to try that? Sophie? So what we're going to do is drop this down a little bit for you.
Go, Sophie.
Okay, just body weight. Let's have you hop in. And two, with the 45-degree back raise, you really want the crease of the hip to kind of line up. We could probably bring that up a little bit. Now she's doing okay, all right? So you're driving your feet against the foot plate. Your backs of your calves are on the pad, and her knees, you can see, are slightly bent the whole entire time. She's getting hamstring work the whole entire time there, and that's getting the most out of this exercise. And that's a way to not only, again, build your lower back up, so you're rounding and then extending, flexing at the spine, extending at the spine, squeeze your glutes on top. Last one, hold, Sophie. Isometric muscle contraction, hamstrings, glutes, hips, knees slightly bent.
All engaged.
All engaged, there you go, you're good. Good job. Any questions? Oh, there you go. Does anybody have any questions with that at all? No. Okay, great. And again, remember, your hamstrings, when you're squatting, when you're deadlifting, even your hamstrings are involved when you're bench pressing, right? Big muscle group, it's like almost like, it's like doing arm work, but not getting the back of your arms, right? You get the front of your arms, you don't get the back of your arms. The same thing here, right? So try to work on keeping your knees bent while you do the 45-degree back raise, and always train smart. Body weight first, and then you can load it up. Once you prove to yourself, you can do it with body weight. All right, awesome.